Alright, hello everybody and welcome to Major Education Online. Alright, today our topic is going to be global issues. Alright, so now we have some vocabulary that I want to revise with you because I think that you have done it already. But we're going to make sure that we understand it, and I'm going to give you some pictures as an example. Alright, our first word that we have is overpopulation. Overpopulation. Now, what does overpopulation mean? Overpopulation means that there are too many people in one area. Example, for China or India, they have not got a very big amount of land, but they have too many people, so that there is not enough food, there is not enough space for houses or people to live. The space is limited for the amount of people who are here. Alright, and here we have an example of what overpopulation looks like. You see, we have thousands and thousands of people in a small area. This looks like maybe a school or a swimming pool or something, and we just have too many people in one area. It's called overpopulation. Alright, the second word that we have is racial discrimination. Racial discrimination. And now you know that in the world we have a lot of different kinds of people. We have white, we have black, we have Asian, we have Latino, we have different kinds of races. And what racial discrimination means is that we will judge someone because of their race. We will say things that will hurt their feelings or will make them feel unwanted or not as important as us. Example, here we have a picture of a little girl, and you can see that she is a black girl, and there are some boys behind her and one girl who is white, and they are saying things behind her back, making her feel not appreciated, making her feel not as important, and it hurts her feelings. You can see that she's very sad about it. Racial discrimination, it can happen all over the world, right? We have people in America, we have people in Africa, Vietnam, wherever, making other people feel bad, and it is a problem we need to stop as soon as possible. The next word we have is famine. Famine. Famine means when there is a severe shortage of food or water or something like this, when kids or people do not have enough to eat. You can see that these little boys have got their bones showing through because they have not had something good to eat. Their nutrition is not high enough, right? They don't have enough food, they don't have meat, they don't have rice. Maybe sometimes they don't even have water. Our next word we have is deforestation. Alright. Deforestation. This means that when companies or big organizations will come to the forest or to the jungle and they will cut down all the trees. And when this happens, they kill a lot of animals, a lot of snakes, a lot of different kinds of species because they take away the home. And also, trees are important because they give us oxygen to breathe. If we don't have trees, we have no oxygen, means we will die. So why did it take it? I don't know. Alright, the next one we have is poverty. Poverty. Poverty is when people are extremely poor, when they have not got enough money or anything to buy food or to have a job. When when they are in poverty, they live like this. You see, they have not got a home, they have not got a house, they are living in the street or something, and their clothes are dirty, their stomachs are empty, they have a very terrible life. And this happens in very poor countries like maybe Nigeria or something like this in Africa. Alright, the next one we have is war. War. I think that every country in the world has at least had one war. In Vietnam, we had a war against America, and China and America are now fighting at the moment. There's always something happening which involves war. And what does war look like? It's this. A lot of shooting, a lot of killing, a lot of people die because of war. A country can suffer great losses because of war, because the people will bomb. And you know, in Japan, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, they have the big bombs and people die. People have like some sicknesses because of the chemicals in the bomb. Very, very dangerous. Alright, the next one we have is drought. Drought. Now, drought, that means when there is no rain or water for a long period of time. This is what it looks like. It looks like the desert because there is no water, which means that people have no water to drink, animals have no water to drink, so we will all suffer, and a lot of people can die because of drought. If we have drought, farms and like cattle, the cows and sheep, the big places that give us food to the cities, yeah, if they have drought, then we will suffer also. The next one is homelessness. Homelessness. This means that when your home is no longer an option, you have to live on the street or you have to live in someone else's house, but you do not have somewhere to live, which is very sad, because if you have not got a home, you don't have a fridge. If you don't have a fridge, you don't have food. And here we have an example of someone, I think maybe in America, sleeping on the bench. And you can see that he has his bed, which is just a blanket. He has not got a roof over his head. Right, next one. The next one is endangered species. Endangered species, we have, for example, the rhino. You can see that the rhino is an endangered species, meaning that there are not too many of them left. In the world, I think that we have rhinos, we have some kinds of snakes, some kinds of animals like tigers, like the white tiger is endangered because people either kill them or maybe they die from natural reasons like drought or something like this. But people kill the rhino because, what do we call this one here? We call it the horn, the rhino horn. Pollution. Pollution in Vietnam, I think that everybody knows, right? We have air pollution, we have soil pollution, we have many different kinds of pollution, water pollution. In Vietnam, if I open the tap, I cannot drink this water because of the chemicals and some bad things inside the water, right? Here's an example of factories. Here we have a lot of smoke coming up out of the factory into the air. And what happens is people will breathe it in and then they will have some kind of problem with their hearts or their lungs, and it can lead to death. People can die because of pollution. Alright, our final one is child labor. Child Child labor. This means that when parents or something like this will make their children go to work to make money, but the children will not get the money, the parents will take it. Often when the children have to work, they will not get paid. They just have to do it, else maybe the parents will beat them or they will be kicked out of the house. So they are forced to work to make money. Alright guys, so now I want to practice pronunciation. Say with me. Overpopulation. 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 Racial discrimination. Together. Racial. Racial discrimination. This one. Famine. 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 Deforestation. Deforestation. Again, shin. Not tin, but shin. Deforestation. Poverty. 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 War. Easy. War. Here we have drought. Here, a little bit difficult. Say with me. Drought. Ow. Ow. Drought. Drought. Here we have homelessness. Homelessness. Try practice the S sounds. Homelessness. Here we have endangered. Endangered species. Endangered species. Pollution. Pollution. Final word, child labor. Child labor. Alright guys, so I hope that you understand these words and that you have practiced your pronunciation. I will see you for part 2 soon. Thank you.